Just wanted to commemorate the fact that today is the 5th of November, one of my favourite days of the year. Basically, we are commemorating a time many years ago when a guy called Guy Fawkes tried to blow up Parliament with gunpowder, and ever since we have celebrated every year by lighting massive bonfires and setting off fireworks, and it's just great. Anyway, none of that will be happening this year, so oh well.
Cecilia, you're breaking my heart, you're shaking my confidence stealing. Oh Cecilia, I'm down on my knees, I'm begging you please to come home. So come home.
Hello everyone, it's Cecilia-Joy and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be reacting to something which I will tell you about in a minute. But firstly, I'm going to tell you about the Pride of Britain Awards and what they are. The Pride of Britain Awards that were on just a few days ago celebrate the good deeds of the general public and the amazing things that people do. A person will be nominated by friends and family, and usually the winner has more than one nomination, and they've usually done an amazing thing or are an amazing person. They are presented an award at a ceremony in front of loads of celebrities that is on TV, and this happens every single year. In 2014, I was lucky enough to be one of the Pride of Britain winners. Here she is. So I won the Teenager of Courage Award in 2014 for my fundraising efforts and things like that. I'm not really sure. I'm very privileged to have won this. So today I'm going to be reacting to receiving my Pride of Britain award. I haven't watched this tape back in years, so I'm really excited to watch it, and I thought I'd watch it with you and you can just see my reactions to some potentially really cringy moments that were on national television. So yeah, let's do it. So I'm just going to move this way, and then I'm going to put the screen here so that you can see what I'm seeing at the same time. And we'll put Miss Lady Britain here. So as I said, I haven't seen this in yonks, so I am very excited.
Stories about children who overcome obstacles that would leave most of us throwing our hands up in despair. And we can only wonder at the depth of their courage. Young people like this incredibly inspiring teenager.
This is B.
Hi there, I'm Cecilia, but my friends call me Sissy. Welcome to my vlog. When I was 9, I was told my heart wasn't working properly, so I had to have a huge operation that would...
So, first of all, why do I sound like a 5-year-old? Second of all, at the time that this was filmed, I was really into blogging and vlogging, which I am now. So the producers wanted to format it so that I was, like, talking to my audience in a vlog. But they chose a really bad angle. Like, it's right down here, looking up at me, and it's just not the best angle, to be honest. And I also sound like a 5-year-old.
Hopefully fix my heart. If only I'd known.
Sissy's heart operation was supposed to improve her circulation. But after a day in surgery, Sissy hadn't reacted in the way the surgeons had hoped. Her heart couldn't beat on its own. She was placed on mechanical support, and her parents were told to expect the worst.
It's your flesh and blood, it's your child, and to have to think about saying goodbye to them is just beyond belief, really.
Oh, I hate to see my mum crying, and she just looks so gorgeous there despite the crying. It's really sad to hear your parents' perspective from when you were ill, because at the time you don't really consider it. But obviously my illness was a huge burden to my entire family.
We've taken over the support of our circulation
John.
machines.
So I keep talking over it, but this is Professor John Simpson. He has been my cardiologist since I was a fetus, so he's known me all my life before I was born, and I probably wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for him, and he's such an amazing man. But I just spoke over that, and basically he's explaining that I'm on life support.
But it gets to a point where you can only continue the machines for so long.
It was decided to switch off the life support, but Sissy fought to stay alive.
I like to get my own way, so I think that's the reason that I didn't go anywhere, because I wanted to stay.
Okay then, 14-year-old Cecilia.
I like to get my own way.
It's kind of true though.
Sissy had
Oh, look at my beautiful family. So there's my mum there, obviously, and my dad in the middle, and then my sister on the right. And me looking up lovingly at my sister. I look so different here because I was so bloated and so full of fluid. I was so uncomfortable.
survived, but her heart was now so weak she needed a transplant.
In the end, we sort of grasped it as the last hope, really.
Sissy spent 8 months in intensive care recovering from her heart transplant, and being confined to her hospital bed had taken a terrible toll on the nerves in her legs. Sissy's family were told that she would never walk again.
She was gonna, we thought, get her life back, and now we found out that she would probably spend the rest of it in a wheelchair.
This was another terrible blow, but Sissy took a deep breath and faced the news in the
She's so
only
tiny.
way she knew.
I told my parents that, you watch, I will walk again.
And after months of painful physio, that's exactly what she did.
So that is called a standing frame. In my opinion, it's the worst contraption that's ever been invented. If you can't stand, it straps you in so that you're forced to stay in an upright position so that you strengthen your legs. And it was so painful and so uncomfortable because I wasn't able to stand by myself, so it was basically forcing me to stand. And I used to hate being in that thing. I hated it with a passion. As you can see, I'm not very happy here.
I don't think she would have got over any of the obstacles had she not had...
Can I just quickly say, what the hell am I wearing? I knew that this was going to go on television for thousands of people to watch and for many big celebrities to watch, and I'm wearing the most scruffy Primark jumper, a pair of like £2 leggings and some crappy hoodie. What was I thinking? That's terrible.
that innate strength and that fighting spirit.
Sissy now had a chance to enjoy being healthy. And earlier this year, the family were able to enjoy their first holiday in a long while. But after a few days, Sissy began suffering from excruciating headaches. Worried mum Jo rushed her to hospital.
A neurosurgeon walked into the room and said, I'm really sorry to tell you, but she's got a brain tumour. And that was when our world was just over.
I was really exhausted of hearing bad news, but I think that positivity is essential to anyone's recovery.
Back home, Sissy began a course of radiotherapy. Knowing she...
Oh, look at my hair. My hair was so beautiful and long and thick back then. So different to what it is now. I've lost probably 2/3 of the volume of my hair since then, since it's grown back. And it's just terrible, so we're trying to find out at the moment why my hair's so thin. And hopefully one day I can get it back to how it was then, because, oh, my hair was just amazing.
lose her beloved locks, she decided to shave her head.
This was one of the most exciting days of my life. I absolutely loved shaving my head. I know that sounds weird, but it was so liberating and I loved being bald. I thought I looked so cool, and looking back at the pictures, I think I was cool. And two of my friends, my best friends at the time, did it with me, which is absolutely amazing. Like, they sacrificed their hair for me so that I wouldn't feel alone in doing it, and I think that's absolutely incredible. They're just amazing girls.
£11,000 for charity, and her hair was also used to make a wig for another sick child.
Losing my hair, rather than a really bad experience, it turned into a really good one.
Apart from further radiotherapy, there's not much more they can offer her. So we don't really know what's around the corner, but she never does anything by the book.
Despite this uncertainty, Sissy wants to focus on others rather than herself.
Hello! Hello, Sissy. I'm so...
For over a year, via her blog, she has been sharing her experiences with tens of thousands of people, including many others seriously
That's when my blog and my YouTube were really big, so not anymore.
children.
When I saw how positive you are, it's just made me think if I'm in a
desperation and I feel upset. I just think I can do this because Sissy's done it.
That was my friend Chloe, and I met her. She's had cancer, and we met on a sailing trip, and this school was like so organised and fabricated, and they literally said to Chloe, like, can you just talk about how inspirational Cecilia is? And Chloe was like, yeah, okay. So yeah, that's a bit weird. We did just have like a normal friendship.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad that it helped.
You can see how awkward we are. We're like, okay, thanks.
I do get scared sometimes, and sometimes I do feel like giving up, but it's important that you struggle through those days because you will feel better no matter what.
Ladies and gentlemen, an amazing young lady, Cecilia-Joy.
Aww. John Bishop, claps for me. Jamie Oliver, Ed Balls. Oh, Carol Vorderman was so nice. I love my outfit here though. I looked so good. I made up for wearing the scruffiest outfit ever in the film.
Such a moving story, and all the work that you do with lots of others who are suffering too. How much help do you think that gives to them? How much comfort?
I don't know how much it gives them, but I can only hope that it does give them a little bit, because sometimes a little bit is all they need to help.
Well, I know that you had a brilliant time just a few days ago, didn't you, when you found out about winning a Pride of Britain award.
Yeah.
There's a lot of screaming in this film, I warn you.
Oh my god, Cheryl Cole and Simon Cowell, I just realised that.
Oh my gosh, today has been the most amazing day ever.
So, just to clarify, this is how I found out that I was going to get a Pride of Britain award.
This morning I went into school.
Oh, it's my old school and the old uniform and everything.
To be a normal school day, one of our teachers asked us,
Have any of you heard of the boy band The Vamps?
yes, of course, I absolutely love the Vamps, and she looked over to the door.
Oh my god, this moment was amazing.
Walked in.
I just have to say, they did mic up my friend who was sitting next to me so that they could hear what I was saying and hear my reaction. And I may or may not have been like bitching and complaining just before this happened, so the people probably heard all of that through the microphone. They literally went mental. That's what happens when you put like 4 young guys in a girls' school. They all just went mental, including me. Because I absolutely loved them at the time.
It was amazing.
We came down to play a bit of a song today for a very special girl, and hopefully the clue is in the name of the song.
I thought, oh, I wonder who that could be.
Cecilia, you're breaking my heart, you're shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Cecilia.
I thought I was dreaming. It was one of the best moments of my life. I was so happy. When I thought that the day couldn't get any better,
We've heard what an amazing person you are and the incredible things that you've been doing.
they told me that I had won a Pride of Britain award.
We have your invitation here. So good job.
I have never
I have to say, like, while I was watching them sing, I was thinking in my head, is there anyone else in this school named Cecilia? Like, I don't want to embarrass myself and suddenly get up on stage. That'd be so embarrassing. But it was me.
smiled so much in my life than I have today.
What's that awkward smile I keep doing there?
Screaming, I couldn't believe the volume.
It was,
Are they normally that loud?
It was immense.
Your friends?
yeah.
Oh, they are. Well, to present you with your award, we thought we'd bring on another boy band, see how everybody reacts here. So we have McBusted, and along with them, 2 ladies who know talent when they see it, Amanda Holden and Alicia Dixon.
I was so excited. I loved McBusted. Like, I loved McFly when I was younger, and my sister loved Busted, so I like grew up listening to their music. And then when McBusted made this band, I was so happy, and then I got to meet them.
Cissy, we are absolutely honoured to meet you. You are a remarkable young lady, and everyone in this room admires you. So from us and everyone in this room, congratulations. Well done.
We heard also that you are an aspiring
I'm just
journalist,
beaming.
and, we wondered whether maybe you'd love to come to one of our shows, come backstage and interview us for your blog.
So I did actually do that, and the interview is still on my blog, and I'm going to link it below if you want to read my exclusive interview with McBusted, which was actually so fun.
Congratulations on your award.
Is that cool?
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, McBusted and Amanda and Alicia, but most of all, a huge congratulations for
Yeah, so that's it really. When I went off stage, I was so sweaty. Like, Amanda and Alicia were like dabbing my forehead because I was sweating so much, and they were like, get her some water, quick. Yeah, so that is my reaction to winning my Pride of Britain award. It was probably one of the most amazing nights in my life, and it will be forever, and I've got so many amazing memories, and I'm so thankful that I was honoured with this award, and I'll be able to keep these memories forever, and it was amazing. That's it for the video today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're keeping safe, hands, face, space, and also just staying inside now. And I will see you next week. So, bye!
Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence, stealing. Oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you